Do you guys like Korean food and what do you like about it?
I used to like Korean food, but I think now my taste has changed a little bit.
And I really like that we can eat out basically every day because the food culture is very different from where we come from.
Korean pastries are actually excellent.
What's your least favorite food in Korea or food that you find really weird?
Here in coffee shops, for example, you go for coffee and only sweet food there.
Okay, I know that this is going to be very controversial and Koreans might come after me, but
So basically today we're asking foreigners about Korean culture and Korean food and your opinions on it. So do you guys like Korean food and what do you like about it?
I used to like Korean food, but I think now my taste has changed a little bit. I feel like there's too much sugar or too much spices sometimes in it. But I still have some favorite Korean dishes.
actually I like it in general because I really like stews and soups in general and healthy food. I'm not really into junk food. Korean pastries are actually excellent. I really like them, especially the sweet rice cakes. The food is generally good. Sometimes it can be very spicy, but honestly, the restaurant owners are very nice, and generally, when they see you're a foreigner, they will try to see if everything is fine, so you have a good experience.
I think the best thing that I've had out here was the black pork down in Jeju Island. That was awesome. And if anyone hasn't had it yet, definitely recommend going down there and getting some.
Again, I've been here 2 months. We went to a really good Korean barbecue place yesterday. I noticed there's a lot of that everywhere.
Gyoza.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I think mandu is a big hit with different types of dumplings you can choose, and I think it's pretty cool. Bibimbap being very healthy, and again, you can kind of custom it for yourself.
Everything but not spicy.
Yes.
Because it's
Oh, it's
very
too
spicy.
The first day was very hard because it's very, very spicy.
I like Korean food because I can eat spicy food. So very spicy food also good for me. I don't eat actually red meat. So sometimes like when we are going with friends for barbecue, I say, okay, I will order something similar, maybe some fish or chicken. So, but anyway, I can find any food.
What's your least favorite food in Korea or food that you find really weird?
Okay, I know that this is going to be very controversial and Koreans might come after me, but tteokbokki. I mean, I really don't like when salty and sweet food are mixed together, and generally that's not the culture in Europe or in Western Asia. For me, a meal has to be salty and then you can have a dessert which is sweet and fruits or that, but the sweet and salty mixed together, yeah, I really can't.
I agree. I think tteokbokki is very overrated.
What is it called? The intestines. When they grill the intestines. Gopchang. Gopchang. Yeah, I've never had it, and I don't think I will ever try it. Yeah.
What about sundae?
Sundae is okay. I've tried it before.
I know from shows and from some drama that they eat some parts of animals, but I told my friend I will not eat this. So, but maybe I think that in any countries you can find some strange food.
I've eaten like some pretty wild stuff out here. I went down to Busan and went to like the fish markets down there, and I had live octopus. I did it just because to try it, but it was a bit odd for sure. It didn't really taste like anything, so it was like, was it really worth like doing it, you know?
I like a lot of seafood. So I get like a lot of seafood dishes when I come out here, and usually I'm expecting just like a shrimp, based seafood. And they'll throw in a lot of like squid and octopus in there. I didn't realize I didn't like it until like probably the 5th time, so I was just not a fan.
Fish like with tentacle.
Oh, octopus?
Yes,
or squid?
yes.
Okay, not good. Yeah.
Not good.
This is going to be a weird answer, but kimchi, only because I'm vegan and kimchi is not vegan, so I have to like seek out vegan kimchi.
Kimchi's not vegan?
Yeah, it has like shrimp in it when you make it. It has like little, so I had to avoid it. But honestly, I like it if I can find the vegan versions. But when I go to a restaurant, I'm like, damn, I can't eat that. And that's like a specialty food, There isn't really like any food I don't like. Obviously, I'm vegan, so I don't eat any meat, of course.
I really like the food in general here, but kimchi is getting a bit too much for me.
Yeah, I don't like too spicy food, so sometimes just any dish which is too spicy, it's a bit too much for me.
Is kimchi too spicy?
No, I'm very good. I'm fine with kimchi usually. It's not spicy.
I'm not really fond of the ultra sweet drinks and pastries here. Yeah, it's very different from Europe when I eat them, and often I'm like, oh, it's not the real deal. I miss the taste back home.
What are the major differences between like Russian food and Korean food?
Oh, I can say about the difficulties here about the food. For example, for me, it's kind of difficult to eat in the morning because in Russia we eat breakfast, it could be porridge, it could be like not so heavy food. And here, just I wake up and I don't know what to eat. Coffee shops, for example, you go for coffee and only sweet food there. And I like salty food in the morning with the coffee. And here it's kind of challenging for me. It's maybe I still didn't find the place where to eat.
They eat a lot of meat here. Basically, yeah, every dish there's meat. It's very difficult to get some vegetables or even fruit. Fruit is super expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of fried food as well.
And I would say we eat a lot of bread or pasta.
Flavor. Like I'm from Morocco, we use a lot of spices. It's not spicy, but we do have a lot of spices. But I feel like in Korea there's only two flavors, mainly either sugary or spicy. And I don't know, that's the only thing my mouth can remember about Korean food.
It will shock some people, the fact that like kimchi is put in stews and boiled, because we also have like fermented veggies in Western Asia or Europe, and some people might boil it and cook it with a soup, but a lot of other people will be shocked to see that. The second one, I would say flavor. Honestly, it's very, very different. So yeah, when I arrived in South Korea, everything was like a new culinary experience for me, no matter what I was trying. So I wasn't even looking at the menu anymore or trying to read. I was just taking the first thing on every restaurant I was going to.
And overall, what's your maybe top 3 Korean foods?
Cheese tteokbokki, cheese bibimbap. I like everything with cheese in it. And the hot dog. I like the hot dog, yeah.
First, samgyetang, then Korean barbecue. Last, there are so many I like. I really like kimchi. It's not a meal, but honestly, if I have just kimchi and rice, I'm happy.
I like that they have a lot of banchan food that I can eat, like a bit this, a bit that. I like seafood also. It's very nice in Korea. Chicken is also good. So
What dishes have you tried that you really like?
I like actually street food, tteokbokki, because the portion is not so big. I cannot eat a lot. But for me, street food is quite nice.
What's the most underrated Korean food that like not many foreigners know about, but it's just really hits the spot? Or a food that surprised you maybe?
Oh, japchae.
Japchae.
Yeah, my comfort food is also tteokbokki, but japchae is like something about it. It's a place in my heart. Yeah.
Oh, japchae.
Japchae.
The glass noodles. Yeah, I feel like they're so underrated, and I could eat them every day for the rest of my life.
I would say sundae. So many foreigners don't like it. They even say that it's so barbaric. But I'm Armenian and we love meat, so I like it.
What's good about Russian food?
We have a lot of variety. At least I live in Moscow, and in Moscow we have a lot of restaurants with different food, like Italian food, Japanese food, Korean food, etc., etc. And here mostly you can eat Korean food. It's very nice, it's tasty, it's cheaper than in Moscow. In Moscow you can try a lot of different, very nice prepared food. It's more expensive. I think that we have more variety of different nations and different cultures, but yes, it's more expensive.
Do you have any advice for tourists or foreigners coming to Korea?
Maybe to prepare at least what to do, because when you come here, you don't know everything, like a lot of things to do, a lot of places to do. Maybe just to make a short research, because before coming here, maybe it will be easier.
Get the right apps on your phone. Should I say everything? Google Maps doesn't work here. Google Translate doesn't really work well with Korean. Try not to get scammed. Like there are some places that are for foreigners and there are some places that are for locals. So try to go to the places where the locals go. They're usually cheaper. Also try to learn a little bit of the language. People here can meet you halfway, but you still have to try to communicate with them in Korean. Bring stuff from home, ingredients. I feel like Korea doesn't have products.
Like spices?
Like spices. I was thinking bring the veggies here, but that's impossible.
You need to be very strong mentally. Honestly, it can be so depressing being here because there is a big language barrier. I think that's bigger than like the cultural barrier. And a lot of Koreans, they are not fluent in English, or they won't dare speak English even if they will understand you, and they can, because they don't want to lose face if it's not a perfect English. If you can, try to learn the language before coming. I didn't, and honestly it was hard. If I wouldn't have had Papago, be very open-minded. You will be so shocked. It's really like turning your whole world around on the other side. And I thought I was ready, and that culturally it wasn't that different. I mean, I'm from a very conservative culture too.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Спасибо. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my video all the way to the end. If you haven't already, please like the video and put in the comments down below any opinions you have or any suggestions for future videos. I've done videos like being Muslim in Korea, and I'm going to be doing more videos like culture shock and what it's like to live in Korea as a foreigner. So if you haven't subscribed, please do it, and I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much.